Hello, this is Cosmo Guy, and welcome to the Cosmian UHC datapack setup tutorial. It has been completely rewritten to add more options, but most important of all, to optimize the game to the best of my knowledge. So we're going to dive right into it, and let's get started. So first of all, click on single player, create new world. Now I usually we call it 1 UHC. I always put a number in front of it so it always appears at the top. So what you want to do, make sure that's on creative and it create new world. Once your world has loaded, I'm in the middle of a jungle here, which sounds about right. Press your Windows key. You don't have to come out of Minecraft. Just hit your Windows key and return to desktop. Once you're back at your desktop, simply click on start and type in %app data %. I'll leave that up for a bit just so you can see it in case you right, hit enter. Then you want to click on this .minecraft, which is usually right at the top. Double click on that, open saves. And then this is the world we just created, the 1 UHC. Open that up. Then open up the Cosmian UHC V2. Move that across there, and just drag datapack straight in. Do you still want to merge this folder? Yes. Give it a few seconds to transfer over. Now go back into your Minecraft. All you need to do now is /reload. It's the only command you're gonna need. You get the book automatically and simply hit install. Now as you can see, we're falling. That's only because 00 was not loaded in. To fix this, open the book and hit install again. And then it'll all work fine. It did that because 00 was not loaded in. That's all. So yeah, all you need to do, open the book and hit install again, then it'll work just fine. It's always, the center is always 00 for simplicity, basically for calculating the world border. As you can see on the right hand side, everything is set to default settings. You got the total world size, which is the total world size, 1500, which is 750 in both directions. Then you got the final arena size. That's basically the smallest size it shrinks to. When it stops shrinking, as you see, that's set to 100. Again, that's 50 in both directions. The border shrink start, and that's when the shrink activates, so it will start shrink at the 20-minute marker. Border shrink time is the time it will shrink over, so it will take 20 minutes for it to shrink down to 100 by 100. Eternal day after 20 minutes, and show name tags after 20 minutes. But that'll only come up if if name tags are hidden. So take a tour of the book. Here you can select your world size. So say 1000. I can see it's now changed in the sidebar. Now beneath it, you want to set the world size first before pre-genning, because the pre-gen needs to know what size to pre-gen the world to, basically. So make sure you set your render distance to 9. To do that, dead easy. Options, video settings, and as you can see, we are at 9. And then you can hit start pre-gen, sorry. And then when the pre-gen is done, it will return you to the UHC lobby automatically. So you just like sit back and wait. I recommend you face straight up though, so you don't see anything, but you probably won't anyway because your render distance is so low. Go on the next page. These are your main options. Auto cook does what it says on the tin. Food and oils are automatically cooked for you. That includes fish, by the way. Level 2 pots, if they're off, witches and glowstone will not drop. Regen pots, gas won't drop tiers basically. And of course on, that's the drop tiers as normal. God apple, they're on by default, as you can see on the right hand side, because it's green. If it's green, it's on. If it's red, it's off. Basically, it's pretty much self-explanatory. If God apples are switched off, and there is a God apple in a chest, it will be replaced by 8 gold blocks. So you're not losing out really. Also, you can turn the weather on or off. Toggle on, the weather cycle will be as normal. So you're going to get rain, thunderstorms, all that. But you can switch it off, so you get no rain, no thunder, and no lightning storms. It will always be a nice sunny day. And also, you can have double health if you want to. You toggle off. If it's switched off, you get not the normal 10 hearts. If it's on, you get 20 hearts. Because nameplates, they're on by default, as you can see, but you can switch nameplates off if you wish. If you go to the next page, activate shrink cat. This is basically the minute marker when the border will start to shrink. So resets up 40, as you can see in the sidebar. Border shrink start has now gone to 40. This is the time you want it to shrink over to its smallest size. So you set that at 80, or shrink over 80 minutes to its smallest size. Again, eternal day after. Again, self-explanatory. Simply choose when you want the eternal day to be after. Click next. Show name tags after. Now, if nameplates are on, you don't need to set any of this. This is only if nameplates are hidden. Of course, you can choose to keep them hidden, or you can choose so it shows the nameplates after so many minutes have passed. And then here you got the final arena size. So you can choose what the border shrinks down to. So say currently set at 100, which is 50 in both directions. Of course, you can choose exactly how long you want to take. Now, when the shrink activates, it tells you what it's shrinking down to as well. And when it stops shrinking, it also tells you when the border has stopped shrinking. So, don't know if I click that. Right. So after that, you got teams. Don't touch this page until all players are in. Basically, that's essential. Even if it's a free for all. Don't set anything until all players have joined the server. It's set. Teams is set to default, so it is a team game. Also, if you want to randomize the teams, set number of teams first before you click the randomize button. I can see it also reminds you there when you hover over it. Team joining is off by default, so if you want people to change teams, simply switch that on. Pretty easy. And that is basically it. Suspicious stews are disabled. If you get a suspicious stew, it'll be wiped from your inventory because suspicious stews with a daisy, I think it's a daisy, it gives you a health regen. It regens 1.5 hearts. Now, if you want to remove this, and you want to regen hearts with suspicious stew, basically, if you want to re-enable suspicious stews, I will show you how to do it. Return to Windows. Then you want to go into your world. I've got a shortcut here, so open your world, data packs, UHC pack, data, UHC, functions. Now I recommend using Notepad++ because everything's in lines. I think it's about line 92. Yeah, line 92. Clear out all Minecraft suspicious stew. Just delete that command. So highlight it. You can highlight it, delete it. Make sure you save it. Open the game back up. Undo slash. let me change scenes again. And simply do /reload, that's essential. So now the new setting has come to effect. Or if you don't have Notepad++, all you need to do is Control and F, and then that should bring up a find dialog box up, and then just type in suspicious stew, or just stew on its own should find it. But you can open it with any Word document. But yeah, if you and then restart the UHC, you get a countdown. You get 1 minute of invincibility, so you cannot take damage for the first minute. It took a little bit longer then to use the spread players command, but that's only because it's a jungle and it's a very resource intensive biome. Now, as you can see, we've now got our XYZ coordinates on the action bar that tells you the cardinal direction plus the letter direction as well. So positive X, positive Z, negative X, and negative Z. So you can see exactly where you're going. Now, if you don't want those coords on screen, simply now any player can run this command and simply put trigger toggle ch toggle off, and then they will disappear. Any player can run that command. You do not have to be opt. If you want the coordinates back, just run the same command again, and they will come back. All thanks to a big thank you to the Vanilla Treeks. I've edited myself to remove the time and add the cardinal direction. Well, instead of SEWN, which is what it was, I've changed it to the full word, and then I've added the XZ and stuff at the end. So yeah, you go to vanillatreeks.com. You can also get that in the book as well. If you go to the final page, it tells you here. I forgot this more. Now, word of warning: if you're in the middle of a game and you go into creative mode, it will replace the first item in your hotbar. So make sure you got no items in there if you need the book again midway through a game. But you shouldn't do. There's no way you would need the book midway through a game. But I'm just pulling that warning out there for you. As you can see, all players can see this. It tells you won that. But it will be toggled automatically when the game starts. So if you got it on and the game starts, it will switch it off. But you can just run the command and bring it back on. Alright, and when we go to the next page, see Cosmian UHC by me, basically. That's a link to my YouTube channel and my Twitch. And a coordinate HUD made by Vanilla Treeks. If you click on this, it will take you to Vanilla Treeks' website. And I think that is absolutely everything. Now, one thing you may have noticed, there is not a option to go into spectator mode. I struggled quite a bit with this, which is why I didn't add the option. So they can either just kill themselves when after the game starts, or the operator can just put them in spectator mode manually. It's best you do this after the game starts, because it puts all players in survival mode when you hit the start button. So yeah. So that's basically that. I think that is everything. Oh, if a player joins midway through the game, they will automatically be put straight into spectator mode. So yeah, I felt that was an important thing to add. If someone logs in and you think, oh yeah, I forgot it was the UHC. So yeah. Right, that is absolutely everything. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you all later. Bye.